I think he needs some.
Hello and welcome, everyone. We had some severe technical difficulties last weekend and forced us not to be able to do our A team session. And unfortunately, we are currently missing Core and the Dep. They are off doing real world things at this current point in time. So we would be
What?
doing a B team. However, I don't have the scenes and things for that. So we're going to be doing a mini 18 type thing for tonight to kind of catch back up since we're not really doing a whole lot of craziness. So that's where we are. Glad to see
It
you
says
guys
what?
again.
It says we're all offline. Did you hit stream?
It is
It's streaming.
streaming.
It's
Yeah, I don't
going.
know what you're looking at.
What?
I'm looking at two different screens that show that we're online.
He's good.
I can't. It doesn't
Those
say online.
I think it might be on your end.
Yeah, you're the problem,
It
Elijah.
says offline.
you don't understand how to do anything.
All right. As we left off, the game, you had finally defeated the king, or the pretender of the king, and y'all made it back out of the fortress, and the fortress was collapsing from all the magic and weight and everything else, and standard video game style, everything was collapsing. All the damage the worm had done to the spell that was keeping it safe took its toll on the structure itself, and once the spell went down, the castle followed soon after. Y'all made it back to the area where you had the teleporters, and you found the princess was there.
Princess? I thought whoever had the stick was the princess. And the bacon.
What?
What?
No, this is the one that's
She
still
she
alive.
she helps
You know?
control all the creatures and things that
She's
were
the real
around the area.
princess.
But I thought the bacon was the princess.
Oh,
They
No.
just have a
oh,
stick.
oh my goodness! No, the
There's
bacon.
two of
The
us.
bacon was never the princess. The bacon
The
is
bacon?
what got the ghost away, but it
Yeah, the
wasn't a
bacon keeps the
princess.
ghosts away.
I did tell you about it though, so
Funny messing with you guys.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Well,
Just
I
thought
mean,
you
it
were
happens so
nuts.
frequently. We're not sure if you are joking.
You notice
Exactly.
that the princess, she only has one of her servants with her, one of the golems that she's created, and it looks like there are broken pieces of other golems lying around the area.
What happened to your golems, princess?
I'm assuming whatever you did to the machine inside broke a lot of them because they just simply fell apart.
Ah,
And as she turns around, you notice she now looks like about an 80-year-old woman.
whoa.
Oh, you're dying.
And she's missing her left arm and is limping on her right leg.
You're dying.
wow, Winky, that was nice.
That was a
I
stupid.
didn't say it in game. Jeez.
You said you're dying. You didn't say she's dying. You were like, you're dying.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Does she look like she's like on the last leg of life, or is she like an 80-year-old woman that looks like she's gonna,
She looks like
vigorous?
an ordinary 80-year-old woman. Healthy for an 80-year-old woman, minus the missing arm.
Okay,
Missing arm.
so that's
Crap.
gonna. It's just taken. Time is just taken on her, but she's not like gonna turn
Yeah.
to dust.
Okay. She's not gonna be
Okay, we decided to stay here to see if there's anything we need to find or work with, because we initially came here, yes, to help the people of Orm as we learned their predicament, but we also were hoping we could find what the cultists are after. It would be some kind of either piece of the Death Titan or something to deal with Quelith. we'd want to try to get to that before them, or find out why they're here. Do you know of anything like this?
Those cultists, as you called them, apparently never left the southern keep. They stayed at that area, and from what I can tell, and from my servants, they sat there making more of those creatures I've never seen before. And it looks like they were doing some kind of work in the keep, and they did come to the central castle once, but the worm made short work of them.
Oh wait, I forgot. This one.
I found several of them frozen and shattered to pieces. I'm assuming that was the worm's handiwork.
Probably. I think a lot of them were harming themselves and things because of the rebirth, and somehow using that to bring in more of their Quel'Th brethren. I don't know, but maybe they're dead
Yeah.
now, or
I can tell you that one of the last servants I had in the area showed that whenever what you did happened, they immediately started marching to the south. Several of the flying ones managed to fly ahead of the rest, and the others are going by foot, heading towards the ocean.
did it look like, or do you know if they had any kind of talisman or ornamentation that was different, or some kind of dark power around them when they left?
I did not see anything through the eyes of my servant, but he was not one of the most observant of ones, especially after the spell.
Are they still at the tower that they were at, or have they abandoned that?
They abandoned it.
Do y'all want to check that out?
Yeah, I think we should check that out.
Well, according to the servant, their column is taking a while to head that way. It would be at least a day before they finished walking off in the distance. There's a lot of them.
So they may still see us, is what you mean?
Yes. Some of the larger, slower ones are taking their time.
Be anything else in the Kingdom of Orm that we should seek out? Information that we could gather to help in this mission?
Most of the information I know of would have been in the keep. In my father's library.
It's a good thing we grabbed some books on the way out.
Yeah. That was all we could do. So don't know what to do, y'all.
There's still a lot of the ruined city around you.
Yeah, I just was hoping we'd have more of a place of interest instead of just like random searching. I think that's what it's going to be, though.
Yay! Pointless gameplay.
Well, perhaps. I don't see the structure itself, but there was a mages guild before my father shut it down. But the building, I believe they had a substantial underneath structure. They're one of the only places that figured out how to dig past the magma.
Magma. Well, it sounds like a good as place as any to start.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like she knows where it is. Am I correct in that?
It was to the north, that's all I can tell you.
Well, the north might serve us best since the cultists are heading to the south, and we really don't want to get into a kerfuffle with them just at the moment. I was hoping we could find whatever they were looking for before they did, but it looks like they may have found it, and they're heading off. Why when they exit that area completely, maybe we can head in there and see maybe some remnants of what was there. But I say we head north and see if we can find this Mage's Keep. See what's below. See if there's anything of interest.
Agreed.
Winky, what do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
Cool.
All right. As the sun begins to head up in the sky, you notice it's a lot warmer than it's been lately.
Yep, well, I think we fixed that.
Well, the worm is gone, so.
It was unnaturally cold because of that. I mean, this was a desert, but it was a desert of cold already, so. But the worm was
I
definitely
mean,
making it worse.
he didn't say it was hot. He just said it was warmer. So.
It looks
No,
like
no, I'm not saying that.
looks like it's 31 degrees.
No,
Just
it's currently 34, but the sun is still rising.
Okay, because I see 2.
well, let's head north. Our
Onward.
princess, are you going to be okay? Do you need any help? Do you have a way to go from here?
I think I'm going to return to the family keep. See if any of my brothers are alive.
Did we tell her about Lakewood?
I think we had a conversation on it, yes.
No, y'all have not. Y'all talked about whether you should, but you never did.
We need to do that.
Well, here's the.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
As she's about to leave.
Wait, one more thing.
Nobody talks.
Like I'm over here trying to write notes or the notes, and it's like, ah, oh, come on, guys.
Tala, didn't you have something to ask?
Yes?
We are quite certain that you have someone of your bloodline still alive in the world. It seems that a man named Mr. Lakewood was born of, I believe, your sister, who was able to get out of the kingdom.
My sister, she escaped before we activated the machine.
Yes, it seems that she created a family, and that there is a man who has been alive for a very long time, likely inheriting the same powers and abilities as your father. And we have actually been working with him. He's been helping us, and we haven't told him this yet because we've just learned of it ourselves. But we thought you should at least know about him, and I'll tell her where he is and what he's working with and the things he's trying to do, how he's been helping us out with this situation.
Okay. After you finish explaining everything to her, she's like, that's interesting. I would love to meet this man at some time. Maybe after I get my affairs in orders, maybe I'll be feeling up to travel. Depends, it might take a while to deal with everything in the keep. There's no telling what state it's in now.
Right. That did not go exactly as best as we hoped, but your father is freed from his peril, and so is the entire kingdom of Orm.
I'm just glad that he is no longer suffering. And that it wasn't him that did all the horrible things afterwards.
Yes, we can definitely confirm that for you. It was not your father. Yeah, okay.
You finish your conversation and she starts heading towards her to the north as well, but at a slightly northeast. Y'all are ready northwest. the rains begin to come down. Making it a very dreary day. The temperature is not a real problem for the half-elves in the group, but for the humans and the gnome and the halfling, it is abysmally miserable. Because it's just above freezing and raining.
Oh, God.
Sucks for y'all.
Can I just put a coat on?
You have a coat
Wearing
on.
those. But
Then
it's
why-
raining, so your coat's getting wet.
Then can't I put a rainproof coat on?
You didn't buy one.
That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't we
Most
buy
people
rain?
don't. They just wear hats and say, "Oh well, I'm getting wet."
I mean, some people.
Yeah, normally people aren't as crazy as us.
That's
Can
what
I use my?
wide brim hats were.
Can I
The
use my
rain would hit the
hammer?
hat and go off instead of it getting on your face.
Can I use my hammer as an umbrella?
It's not quite that big.
It's so big.
Plus,
Oh
the
my
wind will
gosh.
come and there's no stopping it.
Well, I say we try to find this
See how big
area
it is?
that had some things underground we needed to check out. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll keep us from our comrades from being miserable.
Everyone make perception checks.
Okay.
Leads the search. All right, Atala. In the distance, you see a single column of stone that looks. It looks like you may have seen a rune or something on the column, and the stone is slightly gilded, even though it's cracked very badly.
Point this out to the others. There's a possibility that could be something of magic there. Do y'all see that? Point it out to them.
I
Yes,
want to.
everyone but a car notices it.
And I'm the archer with the elven eyes.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get right
no,
on him.
no, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
I'm gonna hop up on his back. I'm gonna take my hand like this, and I'm just gonna go right there.
He still doesn't see it.
Nope, I don't see what you're talking about. What color was it?
You finally see it.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah. Let's go check
What
that
is
out.
it? I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry.
It's a rune on a column that looks
Okay.
somewhat magical.
I don't have Arcana, so have fun.
You want to stay in the rain?
Okay, you
No.
Should be-
stay in the rain.
This thing goes underground. Should protect us
Oh.
from the rain.
Okay.
You're just gonna stay.
You find the column, and the column does have some magical runes on it, but the column is busted, and it looks like the column was flung.
Oh man. Okay, so can I maybe with some engineering lore, like figure out where it got thrown from?
Make an engineering check.
Make a what?
Engineering check.
Okay. Oh, come on. Disappeared.
Ooh,
Oh, boy.
there it is.
Oh boy. Roll the
Based
20,
on
by
the
the way.
angle and the amount of impact, your guess is it came from less than probably about 300 feet away, and in exactly that direction over there.
All right.
It's like this came from about 300 feet that way.
That is what I say.
Wait, do we really want to go over there if something flung this thing 300 feet? Hopefully they're not still
I mean,
there.
How long has
It was
how long
it was
has it been
probably the
sitting
worm.
here?
It could have very likely been just the worm.
This is
The
true.
whole city has been mostly flattened.
This is true. Just saying we need to be cautious. That's all, you know.
Well, I'm just concerned that these are magical runes, and something busted that up too. So that's kind of concerning.
Can I try to identify the runes?
You can try.
Arc. Ew.
You can tell that they are magical, not what they did, though.
They're definitely magical, guys. Definitely.
Sweet.
Wow.
Well, then
We will
I'm
believe you
gonna
completely.
take a look.
All right. You can tell that the runes on it are magical, and that one, it's a mage's mark to signify that this belonged to a mage, and two, it is a rune of basically anyone who slept in the room that had this room would have pleasant dreams.
Ah.
Your guess is this was from some mage's bedroom.
We'll tell them that. I want to sketch this.
All right. Make a crafting check.
Just a second.
Come on. I want to.
Dang.
All right. You make an exact sketching of the column, the runes, and everything that you think was done to it.
Dang, man. On point.
Much as we have bad dreams in this group, this could be very helpful.
Aye.
All right. So y'all have a head in the direction you just pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. After traveling about 150 feet, you see a bit of a stairway going down with some rubble in it.
Hey, Cora, get your shovel ready.
Of course, not with us.
It's not dirt, it's rubble.
Oh.
I fell asleep.
Or are we gonna have Cor? Are we saying where he's with us? Or
He's just like
Him and
freezing
Nita
right now.
going off to do something.
Oh.
all right, so we'll let them
Can
choose something next week.
I move my? Can I
They're
use my
reading
hammer as a shovel?
Well, I do have two possibilities. They could send a message to Mr. Lakewood about what we learned, but they could also search another area. I'm just coming up with things that they could do. All right, so we head there and we found what?
After about 150 feet, you find a set of stairs going down into the ground, but it's filled with rubble.
Can I use my hammer?
You don't need a shovel. Hammer's not going to help either. Rubble
Oh.
is rocks and blocks. You have to pick them up and move them.
Well, I'll do it since I'm the only strong one
Yes,
here.
strong
Okay.
boy can toss them around.
Right.
Strength check.
Go strong, boy.
Don't you have the belt?
I have the belt. Yeah.
Yeah, that means if you pick up one rock at a time, it's like it weighs nothing.
Okay.
Must
While
be nice.
while he's working
I bet
on
you
that,
can't do two at a time.
I'm gonna do two at a time.
while he's working on that, I want to work on a new piece of jewelry. I'm gonna just start it up if I
Alright.
could.
No problem. Go ahead and make your mini crafting check.
Oh, come on. Not terrible, but
I picked up a book, right? I think I grabbed a book on the way out of the.
Most people, I believe
Yeah.
several of you did.
So
I only grabbed one.
while he's working on the yeah, I think I grabbed as many as I could or something like that.
Hey,
I wanna open up one of the books and just start thumbing through it while he's
Okay.
digging.
I'll do
You
the
didn't
same with
understand
mine.
a single word in it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's useless. I put it back in my bag.
All right, Winky.
This is a softball question. Can I make a macro that allows me to roll a strength check without going into my inventory? I mean,
it's just
Jeez.
laziness.
It is laziness. I want to know how to do it.
Oh.
Can you even do it?
It used to be on this thing here. I'm pretty sure there's a way we can figure it out, but use your athletics.
Okay. That
Because
makes sense.
anything to do with strength is most likely going to be covered under athletics,
Okay.
unless it's just going to be a straight strength check, which doesn't happen as often.
Okay. That was the only thing I had to say.
Are you going to do it, or was you just
Oh.
asking about that?
He's like, that's good. Done.
Okay. You managed to clear about 5 feet down the stairs, and it's still got some more rubble.
Dang.
Okay.
I'm almost as strong as Winky.
You managed to go another foot.
Uh-oh.
All right. You're lifting a very large and heavy piece, which to you feels like nothing, but because it actually does still have mass, suddenly Winky disappears.
What?
All
Uh,
y'all saw is Winky pick up a giant rock, hold it over his head, like, ha ha ha, look at me, and then the rock's on the ground, Winky's gone.
Atala, did you just do that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I just saw, but yeah, that was.
Well, seeing as how there were magical runes on the other one, there may be magical runes on some of these as
Or
well.
he fell down the stairs.
Yeah,
Like,
where
there
am
wasn't a
I?
lot of
Oh,
rubble.
like it was a trap or
Because it weighs
something.
a lot.
Where
and
am
How
I?
how long should we discuss this before we check on him?
Let's just give him another minute.
Yeah, he should.
Where am I and how do I get out?
He should be all right,
We're
right?
not right now.
I don't get it out.
Not right now.
Dang it.
You're just vibing.
Okay, so what do y'all do?
I'm gonna sit there till to the point of where I'm actually worried. Like, we set a minute, and it's been two. Should we check
Yeah,
on him
I
now?
think it's time we should figure, because like I thought maybe he was messing with us for a second, like he turned invisible and he was trying to play a joke on us, but I'm
Yeah.
starting to think there might be something wrong.
It's also concerning because he can't cast magic, so yeah.
Well, I thought he could change his color, to
He
where
can't
he.
turn
Maybe
invisible.
I can't
No,
change my
he
clothes.
talked about being a chameleon.
I would have
He
to be
can.
naked to change my clothes, Dad.
I can't hear you. You're not there.
Okay.
What's up? How you doing? Yeah, jokes all around. Oh man.
Anyway, let's find
All right.
Winky.
Yep. Let's see. First thing I want to do before you guys touch the rock he had, I want to see if there's any kind of runes on it.
Okay. There are no runes on that rock.
I think it's just a rock katala.
It's a belt malfunction.
That's fine. I just didn't want anybody, just disappear again. If it was like sending you to like some kind of hellish realm or something, that would be terrible.
Elijah, mute yourself.
Fine.
You're not here, boy.
Didn't work.
All right, so that means that I think somebody's gonna need to pick this thing up because there may be something underneath it. Oh, a car. Did you say something about being just as strong as Winky?
I'm almost as strong as Winky, but I don't have a
All right.
belt.
Well, you're
Well,
stronger
I
than
get
us.
that,
So.
but I think we're gonna need to tie a rope around you and like tie it somewhere else because I'm very, very weak. If you were to fall in a hole or something like that,
That
and I was
sounds
holding the
good.
rope, I'd just go
Just
with you.
anchor me to one of those other rocks that he threw over there, and I'll try.
All right,
The
so
tiniest pebble.
yeah, so we want to tie him
All right.
to a rope and then anchor that to another boulder.
And then I'm gonna
I
try
can
to
tie
like
knot.
lift up one of the edges of the boulder because I can't pull a Winky because I don't have the belt.
Yeah. Make your athletics check. Okay. You can pry the boulder up, but you can't actually lift it. It is beyond your lifting.
Mm-hmm.
When you pry it up, you see that the boulder is sitting on what looks like there used to be some wooden timbers there.
Ah.
But there's a hole in the middle of the timbers.
Yep, I think he fell through. Looks like he was on weak ground and picked up a giant boulder.
Oh, that. Okay.
Typical
Hold
Winky.
on. Hold on a second. Winky, you can unmute now.
Winky, can you hear me?
You see light from above as you hear of the boulder moving to the side a little bit.
I should be already dead, man. Okay.
Winky, are you
Hello.
down there?
Help.
Where are
You hear a
you?
sound coming just from a bit below, and it sounds like he's waterlogged.
What's going on down there, Winky?
I'm stuck. Help me.
So, okay, we're gonna need to get this boulder up if we're gonna go down there, or can we see a way to go further and maybe get there naturally?
No, it's under the rubble still.
All right,
Guys.
so we got to figure out how to move this. Maybe a fulcrum of some sort, a rudimentary pulley system.
You can construct a lathe.
Yes,
I don't know what you're
you knew where
talking-
I was going.
I don't.
Hey, that's not a nice boulder.
That's not a nice
That's
boulder.
not a nice boulder. I don't think it was the boulder's fault, honestly. I think it was the wood. I think it
Pry
was
the
the
boulder
floor.
up, he could lift further.
Okay, yeah.
So while he's holding it there, you could put something underneath it, like find some wood timbers from some of the ruined buildings and make a support to hold it up temporarily.
Sounds good.
I'm finding some wood timbers.
Yep. Find something strong enough that it's not going to fall down. We don't want to get down there and then have this thing fall and trap us.
So make an engineering check to make an improvised.
What was that? Sorry, I was coughing.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Shh, the stinking three.
Oh,
Okay. You make a
are
support,
you?
and the boulder is being held.
Cool.
It's being held perfectly fine.
So a car, make another strength check, make another athletics check to see if you can lift it further.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, you strain and you struggle, and as you lift, it starts coming up, and the section underneath you tilts, and you and Hatala both go sliding underneath the boulder, and the boulder flops back down again.
It's not a nice boulder.
Guys!
Hey, at least it wasn't only you this time.
Eve is the only one who never specified she went down to the boulder, so she's by herself now.
Yep.
Nice.
What am I supposed to do?
Move the not nice boulder.
I can't! I mean, I guess we were trying to get down there anyway. So, if I fall, I mean, I'll try. I'll try, I guess.
I don't think you're going to have the athletics to move the boulder ever.
Well,
Alright.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
move it.
If you get a nat 20, you can move it.
Don't hurt
Go
yourself.
for it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, that.
Aw.
Oh,
No.
it almost got a nat one.
You can
Alex.
you can move it just enough to be able to speak to them.
Hey guys. God,
Hi.
that was really heavy.
You did it though. Good job.
Did I?
Well, you could talk to us. That's something.
All right. So at this point, I'm gonna send a message to Core to let him know that we are trapped in a hole. I don't know what he can do right now, but just letting him know that that's the situation.
Oh, we should have brought that golem dude with us.
And we're gonna search. We're gonna search around the area, but this is just where we are at the moment.
Charles. So they can see me, right? Or they can see.
We're down with you right
beside
now.
you.
They're
Okay.
down in the water with you.
Can
I'm the
they
only one
see
not
my
there.
hammer?
Can what?
Can they see my hammer? Or
There's
You
not
don't have a hammer.
light down there, and you're the only one with a no. Tyler's the only one who can't see down there.
okay.
Do y'all need some light down there?
I have an
But I-
ever burning torch, and I want to pull it out.
If you can get to the
Okay.
handle of my hammer, you
All
could
right.
have like
He
used
pulls the
it.
torch out, and y'all can see y'all are in a cellar of a building.
Is there a way that we can remove the rubble from this side, or can we not see?
From this side,
Yeah.
you can see that the stairway used to go. Basically, the stairs went down, and then the bottom part of the stairs broke off and collapsed down into the cellar. And there was a wooden timber fell across, and that was what was holding some more of the debris up.
Uh-huh.
When the part that he was under fell, when you were moving the boulder around, the whole thing shifted, and more of the stairs broke down, and the whole stairway has pulled down a little bit, and more rubble is filled in around it. If you can find a way to make the stairs come the rest of the way down, you should have a clear shot to the sky again.
That's what I was hoping
Y'all are in
for.
a small enclosed space, and that'll be basically debris raining down on you.
Yeah, is there something around down here that we could hide behind or use as cover as this is done?
Everyone, the people down there can make a perception check.
Okay. Oh. Winky,
Yes.
perceive, boy.
Sorry, I was
Start
trying.
perceiving.
I
He's
sorry.
been staring at his hammer fondly.
No, I was trying to get dirt out of my fingers.
So I was like, well, I was picking up those rocks and I got all this dirt under my neck. Oh wait, yeah, okay.
All right. Hatala and Akar, you notice that there is a heavy, large table to one side of the room that looks like it is made out of really heavy oak, maybe even some ironwood. You're not sure, but it looks very big and heavy. Winky, you notice that there is a section to the side of the room where it looks like there used to be a big cask of wine, but the rotten bits of the cask are the only thing left in that alcove. Because back then they actually made a stone vault so that the big cask would fit in there nicely and be cradled by the earth to keep it the right temperature. So it's actually the most strengthened area down there. So you could either use the table or you could use that little vaulted area, or you can combine the two by hiding in the area and using the table to cover.
Maybe combine.
Option ladder.
Option C.
Everything above.
All of the
Vaulted
above.
with table.
All of the above.
Ding, ding,
All
ding,
right.
ding.
It only takes you a few minutes to clear the rest of the cask out of the way and have plenty of safe haven in there. How are you planning on bringing the roof down?
The very good question.
Is it still like pouring down rain?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm just like,
All right. I mean, obviously, can go the route of the hammer, but if we do, the one swinging the hammer may still be in danger.
Okay.
Didn't quite expect that reaction. Another thing is we could tie a rope to something that we would think would help break it down and hide in and pull the rope.
I can just acid splash it.
Is it wood? Is it something that acid's going to be able to burn through?
There's several large wooden timbers holding some of the debris up there.
So that might work. Just depends on how quickly the acid would burn through it.
We want to try that.
I don't think it's going to hurt anything because even if we put it on there and it's not taking long enough, we can always use one of the other methods
True.
to help it along.
All right, everybody get in over here. I'm gonna throw it.
Can I still not see?
I have the
Now he's got
torch.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, wait a second.
the table.
I would assume I heard their plan. So I'm gonna like back
They
up.
have not said anything loud enough for you to hear.
Gosh darn, guys. You guys.
Gosh darn it.
But they've already said their plan, so
Sorry.
so a car casts his acid into the ceiling tiles, and you're sitting there, Eve, because you were holding the thing like, all right, guys, what's that smell? Boom! So everything at your area falls, and you do the Wile E. Coyote for a second, like,
So
there's a loud crashing sound as a bunch of debris drops into the water, and you see Eve kind of float towards you guys.
Oh wait, we should have told her to move. Oops.
Hello? Wait, is she dead now because she was in acid?
Not falling in acid.
I'm gonna pretend to be dead.
Winky, this is all your fault.
So you're on the ground?
You try picking up rocks.
Or
Well, if you
Gonna go
hadn't
to her
fell
and
through,
check
we
on
wouldn't
her.
have the situation.
is she okay? Medicine. I'm not great at this. Is she okay?
Considering Hatala's fumbling attempts to heal you, you might want to wake up now.
It stabs
I'm
into her
dying.
arm.
I'm good. Stop. Whatever you're doing, because it's not working.
I was just worried. I was worried.
Uh,
Wow, it's nice down here.
Well, you're not being rained on, but you're now in about. Well, Hatala's in worse, but everyone else is at about waist level water.
Hatala's like
inclusion
chest
of the
level.
tree raised the water level a good bit.
Do you know how to swim? Does anyone know how to swim? Yeah. Do you know how to swim?
Winky
No,
can't.
I mean I can stay above water.
It is
Okay.
physically impossible for Winky to swim.
Why?
Because
The
of his
hammer,
hammer.
the armor, and his small size.
He
Well,
thinks.
and this
He's
is.
effectively a rock with legs.
I think I might have something
All
that.
you have to do is unequip the item, and you're good.
Nope,
That's
magic doesn't work.
how it works in Zelda.
We could find a way to make it lighter somehow.
So what do y'all do?
We do whatever we do.
Eve,
Nice.
I'm sorry we didn't tell you our plan.
It's fine.
I should have sent you a message or something.
Or you
broke
could have
the
just
hammer.
spoke a little louder, because you know.
I don't know why we. It's just we were focused.
Hey, I moved the boulder like an inch.
Well, honestly,
Half an inch.
honestly, we
But-
didn't know it was gonna work. It was just kind of a spitball thing.
That is true. We were unsure of what was about to happen.
Do we ever think that do we ever know if the fireball's gonna work?
Well,
I don't have fireball.
So there's, you
We
should
don't-
still,
Needit takes the decision out of it by going, "Ooh, fireball!"
yeah,
every
it just
time-
happened.
we should warn everyone, okay? Let's just, whatever it is.
That is
Okay.
agreeable. That is agreeable.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
all right.
All right, does everyone want to
Future-
make a perception check to get the eye of their surroundings now?
Yes.
Ah,
Yay! A nat 20 to a nat 2.
There's no such thing as a nat 2.
Yeah, it is. It's a natural 2.
Yeah.
Everything that you roll that the die says is a nat.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Why
no
are
matter what
the
your
bugs?
bonus is, I still apply that the dice means something sometimes.
Why are the bugs on our dice?
You want to know what I think is awesome? Winky got a nat 20 and still got less than Eve.
You got
Yeah.
a 19.
I got a 17, actually. Wait, no, I didn't. I did get a 19.
Yeah.
I thought I
Okay.
rolled it.
Hers is
It
17.
doesn't matter.
You
When
can tell that the water level is rising now that the rain is getting down here unhindered, and you're not sure, but you're fairly certain this is not a mage's tower.
So, you know how I was asking if you guys could swim?
I can't. I'm drowning.
All right, Winky, you see that there is a blocked up doorway to the northern portion of this basement.
It's just a blocked up doorway as in
Someone put bricks over a doorway.
So when you say we can tell it's not the mage's tower, like it's just this was
Based on
somebody's.
Eve, when you look around, you notice enough signs that this looks like it was a basement of a restaurant.
What? Do
Yeah.
they got any burgers?
So some guy at a restaurant had a room above his room where he couldn't, where he'd have good dreams. Is that what we're
No, we did.
insinuating?
We're 150. He said we're only 150, and we saw this. We didn't make it 300.
Yeah, you said it was 3
Oh,
feet away.
yeah. Okay, so we haven't. We were just investigating this because we came across it.
Well, I mean,
Okay, okay.
Winky just started digging, so
That's reasonable. Okay.
yeah, he just started
I
digging, so
I
I assumed, you know.
honestly I didn't think about the two differences of distances. That was not in my brain earlier. Eve, I appreciate you for bringing that up. Hatala would have noticed, but Derek is stupid.
So, Winky, do you tell them what you saw?
I already did. I said there's a door that is blocked by bricks in the basement.
Well, we know who's good at breaking those down.
Do something about it.
I broke a him.
Did you break that? Oh,
He sure did.
Okay, I'm gonna go. We're still in water, right, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Water is getting higher.
How do we stop the water first?
you don't.
Break the doorway.
Okay,
Oh, I'm gonna break
you
the
make it
doorway.
stop raining is how you can stop the water. Can you make it stop raining?
I gotta break the doorway.
Okay. You managed to smack, and a couple of the bricks move out of the way, but it's still standing.
You're not
Dead.
gonna stand after this attack.
All right, this time you have smashed a good chunk of bricks out of the way, and you can see the door still.
One more. Same
All
roll.
right, you've managed to get most of the bricks out of the way, but the door is still there.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
Oh gosh.
Okay, you swing with all your might. Your hammer hits the door, and your fingers move in, and you hit some of the pieces of brick, and you let go with your hand, and your hammer goes shooting off in the distance through the other
I'm
side.
gonna start punching it then.
You punch fine, but it's fairly ineffective against the door.
Get kicked in. Same roll, right?
Well, remember, you have the ability to card charge.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait in what? Okay, I'm gonna do it then. So then what was it?
So are you saying you should have disadvantage at this since
No,
you're in
no,
the
no, no,
water?
no, 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 no. Where is it?
Just do an unarmed attack.
Okay. Dang it.
All right, you managed to hit the doorway, and you break the door a little bit, but it's probably going to take one more charge.
Come on, come on, come on.
While he's doing this, I'm going to send a message to Core. We're not as stuck in the hole. Going a little better, but we might drown.
Doesn't wait? How do
I
we?
won't. I'll be good.
Doesn't it take a ritual to message that far?
He's not that far, and it's funny. So
Yeah.
She's getting
All right.
message after message like,
Come on,
what
come
is
on.
going
And
on?
not to mention, unless Core messaged back, he wouldn't know if he succeeded or not.
that's true.
He could be sending messages to no one.
Mo, you just called Cora she.
Who did?
No.
Mo, yeah.
Okay, anyways. You managed to go flying through what's left of the door. The door is still standing, but there's now a hole big enough for Winky to fly through it.
So, is the water coming through now?
Yes, the water is evening out and going into here.
Okay, can I pick up my hammer?
Yes. You
I'm a
find
break.
your hammer shoved against another door.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my hammer and I'm gonna break the rest of the door.
The rest of the door or the new door?
No, the rest of the door.
Oh, you're just mad at this one?
You
No, I'm
managed
trying to.
to totally break that door apart.
Not everyone can fit through the hole I made, so I have to make a hole for you guys.
Oh, so it was actually thoughtful. I thought you were just
Yeah.
mad.
I'd imagine both. Being winky.
This served all purposes.
Plus more
So,
water gets to come through.
so there's another door.
Yes, you're in a small hallway.
Does this the one look accessible, like the door would actually open?
It's hard to tell, only using the continual torchlight. This area is really old and looks like it's been sealed for a really long time.
Whoa.
What is he doing?
Getting on some kids.
Okay.
We have a second door, and I missed whether it was accessible or not. I'm sorry.
It's hard to see in the low lighting, but it's really looks like it has not. It has been sealed for a very long time, probably a long time before the calamity happened to the town.
A car, I would say that it would be a good idea to do a little trap checking on this one.
Okay.
I'll be watching behind him on that, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna trust him.
I'm gonna take a stab at it since I'm. Wait, can you hold the torch for me? So I got it both
Yeah,
my hands.
yeah. I'll
Can I
hold
break
it. I'll
this
hold
door
it for you.
too? After.
No, don't mess with the door yet. This is an
Okay.
older door. There's a lot of magics here we don't really understand.
So
So
older, newer. I can still break it.
I know you can,
All
but
right.
let's make sure it's safe.
You do not detect any form of trap on the door, and you do not detect that it is locked either.
All right, cool. I don't think it's trapped or locked.
But it clearly hasn't been opened in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody feeling lucky?
That might be riches of plenty. Feeling a little greedy. I think Nadette's
Is it
got into
locked?
my head.
Go ahead and open it.
I'm gonna see if it's locked.
Oh, you're gonna open it?
I have the most armor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just
All right. The door can turn, and when it tries to open, it hits something solid.
Okay. I get to hit it then.
Well, hold on. We need to see. Can we see
It
inside?
doesn't move an inch.
Oh,
It's physically hitting something very solid. Second it tries to move.
it's like
Did I
when
just
somebody
break
tries
the
to go in
door?
Kylie's room.
But
Hey, I'm gonna
Okay.
hit the door.
I don't know either, honey.
You hit the door with an incredibly massive blow.
Got a 20, by the way.
I'll be right back, guys.
And the door just basically gives up
Turns
existence
to
and
dust.
turns into powder. But as it turned into powder, your swing kept on going and hit a brick wall on the other side, and the brick wall exploded outward like a hand grenade.
Oh gosh.
God.
No.
That's not blood.
Now if there's any enemies in there, they're dead.
For like when he's trying to heal.
or we're
Well,
just gonna die because everything's gonna fall on top of us.
Hey guys, do you want some door powder?
I have a knife and
No.
when that exploded out, was it like shrapnel kind of situation, or
That's not blood.
Yeah,
like? Oh,
It'd be more
there's
like
little bits of stone embedded all throughout the other side.
Beware of glass.
so that's his hit was like this. So hopefully there was nobody over there. I mean, everybody here was dead, so they're probably dead beyond dead at this point, which is
All right,
good.
so what do you do?
They were finally able to pass on.
Ooh.
Excuse me. Chili.
So Winky, is there a room over there? What's going on?
Oh, I'm gonna check the place.
All right. Did you roll?
Oh,
You said I was going to check, so I'm waiting for the dice to come flying across the screen. There is a room. That's pretty much all Winky can tell you.
is
He's
it
too
really
busy
dark?
admiring all the debris that he made when he swung his hammer.
I didn't even roll that low.
Alright, you gonna head in there so we can all check it out?
I'm gonna head in there.
Okay.
If I die, it's all you guys' fault.
You said
You
you
are
had more armor.
Yeah.
you are in an underground room that looks like,
Taco Bell.
imagine a very large basement, like underneath a very large facility.
That would look like some gamer's room.
And the room you're in here looks like it was a eating hall at some point in time, but a large portion of the eating hall has exploded and been destroyed by little chunks of rock.
Didn't do it.
We believe you, Winky. We know. Anyways,
Alright, so we've been in a large eating hall before. We know how to search these out. Let's take a look around, see if there's anything of interest here, or if there's maybe a way to a kitchen, or...
Yeah, keep an eye out for one of those ovens that Core likes so much.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, come on.
Because we can't feel it, but I mean, we might be able to see it. We know what it looks like.
Yes, we are now looking for the kitchen to see if there's an oven.
Rolls?
Oh,
So, you know what I just thought about it? In the future, instead of having those, like, the pop-up books, instead of just having the little things pop up, it's gonna be little holograms. Just walking around.
Okay. Eve, you're looking around, and you notice on the other side of the room a strange looking rectangle of metal is wedged into the ceiling. It looks like it's right over next to an area where the tables are all lined up, and in that area on that side of the room you can see stations where food would be set out, and there's a station that has a sink, a slot for the rectangle, and a bunch of cutlery, and people would line up in front and they would cook things right in front of them.
hibachi.
okay, I want to examine the little.
Sure.
The rectangle?
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
get an egg salmon meal
It
here.
looks exactly like the little stove thing that Corey had found.
We
What?
did it!
Yay! We found one.
Found
But
one of
how do we get
Dented.
it?
It's badly dented and slightly broken, so it's
Ooh.
non-functional, but it is the same thing.
Oh, it's non-functional.
And we can't shoot it without core if it doesn't work.
There's no receptacle for the stone that was in the last one? Or...
It's damaged. The receptacle's there, but it's damaged and not lined up right. It looks like it might be repairable, but it does not work currently.
We should
would
take
this
it,
fit
though.
in one of our bags, or is Winky or somebody gonna have
There
to
was the
carry it?
reason he had it strapped to his back.
Yeah.
You should
Winky,
message core.
do you want to carry this?
I'll carry it, yeah.
I definitely messaged Core, like, hey, we found one of them ovens. It ain't
Wait,
working.
no, let's not message him. Let's show him in real life.
He may
Yeah.
not even be getting it.
I want to see a surprise.
But if he does, we don't get to see his reaction.
I already started saying it. Like, if he all he got was we found an oven. It's magic. It just starts working.
Work.
I'm sorry if he got it. He already heard that part of it. I mean, I haven't
Just
heard
tell him-
anything back from him, so I don't know. Maybe he's ignoring me.
Maybe something happened.
Well, that's not comforting.
Just throwing it out there, you know.
They're probably, sitting around a nice fire, reading some books.
But it's raining outside.
They're inside.
Oh, okay.
They
Okay.
started a fire.
Anyways, as y'all look around the rest of this large eating area, a car, you can notice the rest of a regular kitchen. It looks like a fireball went off inside of there, and there's damage everywhere, and then you can see the burnt ashes of several people in there, too.
Well, looks like they didn't have a very good day.
Well, at least they didn't end up living forever in this state because the fire is the only way that would have killed them. So
But what if they did and they just now? Oh, I guess yeah. The fire. Yeah, never mind.
yeah, whenever
Forgot
the
about
fireball
fire.
went off, they were dead.
Yeah. I'm just interested to see how a kitchen blew up. Did they not?
Might have been the oven. Might have been the oven. We've seen this happen.
Yeah, true.
It might be why it doesn't work right.
No, the oven was on the like out there on the servant aisle, and this is inside the kitchen. So another oven, a bigger oven.
Who knows?
Someone
Winky, are you
related.
carrying that oven?
Someone related
Yes.
to
You got it
Nadette.
strapped to you?
Yeah.
Is there water in this room? Are you still like?
The water is only about ankle deep in here, but
Ankle
it will
deep.
fill up eventually.
Oh, because yeah, it's okay. So
Which
let's
just
grab
also
whatever we can.
means eventually the longer we stay in here. But if the water rises, we could just swim up and out of the.
So we have to get everything we need now.
Well,
We're
well,
never gonna
we,
get.
we would have to tie a rope to Winky and hoist him up.
I go over to a side wall,
I can try
and
somewhere breathing
I'm
the
looking
water.
at this side wall. Charles, does it look like it was intentionally smashed?
Correct.
Is there any way I can see to fix it?
No. The plaster on the wall has been broken apart too much.
Interestingly, guys, this is a mural of Pharasma on the wall. Somebody intentionally smashed this.
I did it. No, I didn't.
No, I don't think it was you. This was long time ago. I'm gonna say a small prayer but I'm very curious though as to one, why there is a mural here to begin with, and why somebody would have smashed it. Like, besides the fact that these people were trapped and not able to move on to her realm, and beyond that, that could have been a reason. But yeah, that's
It's not like
interesting.
Near the
it's
mural, there's a doorway. What were you saying, Eve?
it's not like a part of decor. It's just like a random,
It's
just mural.
like
Like there's
somebody.
not more stuff.
Now that
Some
you've seen that mural, you can tell that there was essences of Pharasma's decorative tastes throughout the room.
okay.
Not like in a temple, but like someone who was a fan.
Mhm.
I'm curious about what's beyond this doorway.
It looks like it's a set of double doors like you'd have in an eating hall that goes out into the main area.
Y'all, I have the hardest time spelling deity. It ends up being deity.
Deity. Deity.
It's the itty.
I'm definitely going into that area.
Okay, so you open the door.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna check for traps.
And
Okay.
you die.
Yeah,
The door does not open.
I am distracted.
You
It
like
does not open. All right, I will immediately move to lockpicking
All right.
without even thinking.
Or I could wake it.
I understand. Even if it's blocked right now, that's my train of thought. It's Didn't open lockpick.
Okay. You pick the lock. It was not a very complicated lock.
All right. So is it open now?
It opens about a foot, and something was wrapped around the handles on the other side.
All right. When I look at this something, does it look like it's alive or rope chain? What
Rope.
type of?
Someone roped it off from the other side after locking it.
Somebody
But
may have been hiding from something in here.
it's stretched.
All right. If I kind of like shut the door just enough to still be able to reach my hand, can I pull it off of what it's tied to, or
No, you have
should
to
I
use your
just? All right. So I'll just cut it.
Yeah. You cut the rope, and the door opens just fine now.
All right. I'm gonna head in.
All right. You are now in a hallway with several doors. Each of the doors has some of the doors have little symbols marked on them, and other doors have been nailed shut.
Are there symbols on these doors?
There is a symbol painted on this door, the one you just opened.
Is it swirling comet pattern?
No, it's not a symbol. Someone put a mark on it with paint.
What does the mark look like? Just
Slash.
like some a what?
A slash. Someone
Okay.
slashed the paint.
And this is the only one that's marked like this.
No, there's several of them marked that way.
Oh, okay.
They're
I
either
misunderstood.
marked with a slash or they've been nailed shut.
Okay. Give me just a sec. I can take it. All right. Hey, guys, y'all might want to come in here. We got several doors. How many are actually here?
Doors?
Yeah.
You can see 5 doors from where you're sitting.
Oh, so there may be more. There, something that I think we should investigate is here, and I'm very concerned about the connection to deity, and there's a slash on this one. Some of them are slashed, some of them are nailed shut. Right now I don't feel like we should check the nailed shut not nailed shut ones. We should check the slashed ones. You know, just go in the order of least resistance at the moment. Do the slashed ones all have ropes tied to them?
If they're double doors, they have ropes tied to them. If not, they're just locked.
All right. I'm definitely okay. A car. I think we should check these ones for. I mean, this one didn't have a trap on it, from what I can tell, but I wasn't thinking when I opened it. But I think we should check these and kind of go at them one by one.
Well, I would assume that the slashes means that it's. I would assume cleared, and the nailed shut ones means there's something unsavory amidst that room. So, do you want to check
Yep.
the slash ones first, just as a
Well,
that way?
yeah.
That way, we have a possibility of exit routes if something is to come out of the others.
Yeah, keep the ones that are more easily open, and the ones that are not as easy open, keep those not as easy open as we go.
Agreed.
All right. So you go to the first slashed room.
Yes.
So you're gonna check the traps, is what you said.
Yeah,
Yes.
checking for traps.
Yeah, we're gonna take this due diligences now.
Okay. You do not detect any trap on this door.
Do I detect that it's locked?
Oh, it's definitely locked.
All right, I'm gonna pick the lock or attempt to.
Okay. All right. You managed to pick the lock. It wasn't very difficult.
Okie doke. I'm gonna open the door and kind of peer in to see what I see.
All right, you open the door and you're looking in a fairly decent sized, what you would guess is a classroom, because there are lecterns and seats all around the sides. Little desks and seats all around, and one big desk and seat
Mm.
up in the front. And in the room, you can see a fireball has been gone off.
Somebody was systematically taking out the undead.
It seems that is what it seems like for sure. Absolutely. All right. Guess next room then.
Could very
If
well be
it
the person who was worshiping Pharasma, because they wouldn't have wanted them like that.
mm-hmm.
The next room has a nailed shut room. Or do you want to go on to the next slash room?
The next slash room.
Okay. The next slash room, you know, check its lock.
Oh!
All right. You are absolutely certain there's a trap on this door.
Hey, there's a trap on this one. You wanna
All right.
you wanna try to take care of it? It's a pretty gnarly one too.
All right. You managed to not undo a trap because there was no trap, but instead pick the lock because the lock was so weakly done that you just looking at it unpicked it.
Yeah. When I do it, I go, yeah, that you were right, but I got it taken care of. We're good.
All
I'm
right,
looking
cool,
for it.
awesome. Yeah, because you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Okay. You open the door.
Yes.
All right. It's a small room. Looks like a closet with supplies would normally have been in here, but the entire room looks like it was incinerated with a ball of fire.
Is there any like ash in there, or would there be
It,
like?
you know, Payton's Needup's flaming sphere. It looked like someone parked it in the room, and it was the size of the room.
Yeah, but do we see any like remains of like bodies or anything like that?
A ball of fire sat in that room for about
Mm,
30 minutes.
okay.
There is nothing, but even some of the stone is slightly melted.
The reason I was asking is because are they just burning every room, or are they actually trying to get rid of the people that were here? That's so. Are they
No,
destroying everything, or are they doing
there,
something for a purpose?
there's one more slash door and then another nailed door.
We'll check the third slash, and then we'll move on to nailed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're at the next slash door.
Ugh.
Oh God.
You do not detect any traps on this door.
And try to unlock it. Ooh, ooh. It teeter on that one for a second.
You perform your unlock, and as you unlock it, the entire lock just falls apart completely, like you've fully disassembled it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. And what is in this room?
Inside of this room, it looks like another one of those classrooms, but most of the desks have been piled up near the door, and they've been smashed and broken through, and there are several flame char marks around the room.
Somebody was definitely taking out the undead.
I think somebody definitely pulled an Anakin Skywalker. That's the vibe I'm getting here. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Well, Anakin wasn't trying to help them. I think this person was helping them in the end because they were undead. He was freeing them to move on.
All right, now you have the two nailed shut.
All right, first, Go to one of the first one that has nailed shut, and I want to listen and see if I can hear anything from within.
You do not hear anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay, you do not hear anything.
All right, I'm gonna pull out a hammer and start pulling out nails.
Okay. You can get all the nails removed fairly simply. They're just nails.
Yep. I'd venture to say this door is probably not locked. Or
Do you check?
check to see if it's locked. Yeah.
Yeah. The lock has been melted from the inside. So it's permanently one chunk of metal.
All right. So does the door open in the thing, or is it just jammed,
The
basically?
door has basically been turned into a metal pin to keep it closed.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Well, I took all that time, took out the nails, but Winky, it's your
Wicked.
turn. Because unless
He's
we
sticking
can,
his fingernails again.
yeah, he's we just got our food, so
Yeah.
oh, hey, Winky, guess what? Winky, guess what?
Wicked.
Sorry.
There's a
I had to
door that
blow my nose.
wants your hammer.
It wants to be smashed. Ha!
You're welcome.
Okay. He hits the door right on the lock and manages to completely shatter the entire door
Dang, man,
and a good 1 foot chunk of the wall next to it.
he is obliterating doors today.
That water gave me a disadvantage.
Basically, there's just a few little pieces of wood that are still in the hinges that are now rapidly banging back and forth.
Wow.
My nickname should be Winky, the killer of doors.
So while this was nailed shut, because of what we did, there may not actually be anything in here but Winky, as well as there's a nice opening here, but be careful.
Winky,
That
you're
means be
looking in a
careful.
room that looks like another one of the classrooms, except for this one, every bit of furniture inside has been broken apart and smashed around, and the walls have been clawed at, and it looks like somebody was stuck in here.
Oh. I'm gonna investigate, see if there's any things that would be useful around the room.
Okay.
Must
Uh,
have.
upon investigation, you can see that it looks like whoever was stuck here was stuck with their gear, and they were tried everything they had trying to get through the stone walls.
Okay.
They ground basically all their gear into dust.
So basically, the only thing that they didn't try was beating on the door.
No, I think they did.
So
Yeah.
they're just not as strong.
You really can't tell because there's no door left to examine.
Is there no body?
All you see is dust in the room.
When
There's about probably a foot thick, deep dust in one corner of the room.
when the king and everybody when they started dying and moving, passing on, did they turn to dust? I can't remember.
Most of the people rapidly reached the age they were supposed to be. A la Indiana Jones, where they turned to dust and blew away. If there was
So,
wind.
all right, so that person, that undead thing, was here, and we freed them. It was
Mhm.
likely what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And based on the amount of dust in there, you're guessing there was more than one person in there.
All right. I'm not even going to deal with the second one with all the intricate care. I think we just need to let Winky just.
Mm-hmm.
Beat on doors.
Okay.
I hit something. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry.
Roll another 20, dude. I'll give you $5.
Really?
Oh, he almost did it.
Glad you ruined my wall.
Oh yeah, that's
All
where it
right.
was.
This time you managed to break the door without shattering it apart.
Still broke it.
Yep. Now you can swing what's left of the door open.
Ugh, okay.
And it's another classroom just like the last one with almost the same everything, except for the pieces of the door. You can see that there are claw marks they got about halfway through the door.
Oh, that's so
Mm.
sad. They can't break a door with one blow. That's sad.
Uh,
And they likely worked on this for years.
yeah, hundreds
They
of
worked on it
years.
till they went mad and didn't work on it anymore,
Yeah.
Yeah.
based on everyone else you've interacted with who was stuck somewhere.
Like the dude that we had to bury up to his head.
Mm-hmm.
At least that guy's dead now, because that would have terrible existence.
Yep. All right. So what do you do now?
Well, didn't look like there was anything to actually search or find in those doors. What we've learned here is that somebody was systematically trapping and destroying these creatures, which to me sounds like somebody who could have been following Pharasma, but I'm still wondering what the answer to the question of why break Pharasma's mural.
Also, why did they leave some people still trapped? You know,
They may have not had a way to do fire.
they ran out of spells.
Uh,
Maybe it's
there's two fireballs and a burning globe thing, remnants that we saw.
it's possible that whoever was doing it could have been affected too, and they felt that themselves were an abomination and took themselves out. That's a possibility. Could be
But
what the
they
fireball
still
in the main room
nailed.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look around, see what we can find, see what evidence there is here to try and piece together what happened.
Winky, as you're walking around looking around, they're trying to figure things out. You feel your hammer drawing you towards the end of the hallway.
Hammer. I'm
He
gonna
said, "Hammer."
I'm gonna pull my hammer back just a little bit to closer to me, and I'm gonna start walking towards it. I'm gonna tell the guys what's happening.
Is he
When
talking
you
to
get
his
to the
hammer
end of the
again?
wall, your hammer is almost vibrating.
I'm gonna break the wall.
I was about to try and do something, but well, there we go.
Has your hammer ever done this before?
He obviously really trusts his hammer.
You hit the
Well,
wall, and a section of the wall shakes and moves a little bit like it's a doorway.
Winky, what happened? Why are you beating on this wall?
What are you doing?
You've managed to dislodge, and a whole chunk of the wall shaped like a door falls away and drops to the ground.
I'm gonna keep hitting it.
How did you find this?
It's open.
Oh,
A door-shaped chunk of rock fell down.
Normally, like Nita sees something in the wall and he tells you to hit. What happened, Winky? What
my
made you
I
want to
already
hit this?
told you my hammer was bringing me towards it.
Yeah, but is that something that happens often?
Never
If
happened before.
if I take my dagger and bring it up to that area, does it feel like there's a pull from my dagger?
Nope.
Can I see what's behind the doorway?
It's stairs going up.
You guys want to go up?
I mean, you just knocked a door-shaped hole out of a wall. I mean,
If you look
why
around that
not?
area, Lala, you can see that there's a mechanism that used to hold that chunk of stone there. It's a hidden door that retracts and opens.
Why
What
does
attract my hammer?
Hammer find it?
Maybe I have your sixth sense of what I need to break.
Is your hammer
Well,
becoming like attracted to doors?
is it becoming sentient?
I don't know.
Can your hammer think?
Right. I mean, let's head upstairs.
While we're going upstairs,
Winky, let us know if your hammer pulls you in any directions.
while we're going
Or it's like
upstairs, I'm gonna,
the. Go ahead.
while we're going up the stairs, I'm gonna examine my hammer to see if there's any cracks in it.
If there's any what?
Crack, like the elemental cracks.
Oh, no,
Cracks.
there are no cracks on your hammer.
Well, your hammer does do like electrical damage, right?
Yeah,
It has a rune for that. I don't know how that necessarily affects it, but
I also
Or
do electrical
the
damage.
the door, the thing, there's mechanisms I saw. Was there metal in any of them?
A little bit, but not much.
But it could have been amplified by my metal powers, my electric powers. I mean, creation power.
or somebody's soul is in your hammer now.
Or my soul moved to the hammer.
Okay.
And it
You're
knows where
you're,
to smash.
you're saying that your soul can find doors too? I mean, you're giving your soul abilities here.
Like, what if that door? I don't know. You
Was
know what those
attracted to
shadows?
hammers.
No, not this door. The one he broke had like a soul trapped in it. You know, the kind of thing.
I mean, like that letter opener.
Yeah.
Winky, did you see your message? Because you're watching whatever else.
Okay. I don't pay attention to the messages over here unless someone rolls. Um, um, guys, I see a few runes that weren't here on my hammer before.
Really?
Yeah. Can you examine them? I don't know if
Um,
you do.
yeah, let me see if I can figure out. Do they look like magical runes?
Make a check. They are definitely magical runes, but right now you're not sure what it says or what it does.
Hmm.
It looks similar to the runes of shocking and striking that are on it already.
They can't be metal because there's more metal things.
Anyone else want to try to do it?
Yeah, I'll give it a whack.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You say I'm crazy? I say
I'm
I'm
the only
alone?
one who can't roll this stuff, and you guys can't. I can't depend on you guys.
Nope.
Oh no! I can't do anything about it.
Maybe it's like guidance or something. Just accept it and keep going.
Hatala, you can get one more. Because you had the highest skill for that.
Say I'm crazy. I say I'm
Come on.
Oh, I really
No.
this does.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Core. He's got new runes on his hammer. It looks like a bird with a taco, and just describing whatever I can.
Bird with a taco.
I
That's
can
totally a
imagine
room.
Core just reading and he's like getting so annoyed. So he's gonna start back what he's
No,
reading.
he's translating something and writes down door with taco. No!
How long does it take for them to recharge their brains to help me again?
They'll have to try the next day.
No, I'd rather just go ask Garrett's character.
Look,
Devi.
whatever it's doing, it's already doing. So it doesn't seem to be harmful to you. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll figure it out later.
2
Okay.
seconds later, I'm dead.
Do you go up the stairs?
Yes.
All right. The stairs go up one flight, and there's another door.
Maybe I've got the achievement. You know, there's achievements in game that reward you stuff. Maybe I've got an achievement that acts as a door sensor.
Checking the door.
Okay.
Oh shoot, that was lock picking.
Yeah, you picked it nicely.
The door.
It wasn't locked though, so.
All right, I got this one unlocked, y'all. We can head through it.
Cool.
Can I see what happens if I put my hammer close to the door?
Nothing happens.
Um, okay. Let's go through the
When
door.
when you started hitting the other door, Winky, did it feel different as you were hitting it, or
Mm-mm.
since you're concerned? I mean, okay, so it just pulled you like for like an instant, and then you could hit it.
No.
As you're sitting there playing with your hammer, you can feel it pulling a little bit past the doorway.
I'm gonna follow the pull since it led me to something good last time.
All right, and it leads you to a door.
Is the door locked?
So we opened the door at the top.
Mm-hmm.
He felt his hammer pull, and he followed it and came to another door.
Yeah, down the hallway, he found a door.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I think your door is I mean, you're not your door. I think your hammer is attracted to doors, man.
And what? Why did
Like,
nothing happen when it was the door
because it was
earlier?
open.
Yeah.
Like, your hammer has like
Or
somehow
or
become.
it's attracted to magical doors or fake
That
doors.
wasn't
you just-
magical. It was
You
mechanical.
just found it already, so it didn't need to be attracted to it anymore because you found it.
Your
I
hammer
see.
wants to be near doors. It's been near them so much
Oh,
that it wants to be near them.
it's been destroying them.
Yeah, it has a hunger of vengeance. Is this one locked?
That's what I tried to check.
Oh, you checked that?
Yeah, but got no answer.
Is it locked, Winky?
It
Are you
is locked.
looking at it?
Okay, I'm gonna hit the door this time. I want to see what happens.
Okay. You hit the door, and the door just folds inward on itself like it was broken in half long ways.
Maybe I got an achievement where I can break doors
The
in one
part that
hit.
was locked is still locked, and the other part is swinging.
Okay. I'm gonna kick the part that was locked so it can
Okay, it falls down.
unlock. Okay. I'm gonna check what's inside.
All right. It is a room, and in the room, it looks like at one point there was a lot of glass equipment for alchemy.
Classic help me. Okay. I'm gonna tell Hatala this because I know she does the potion crap. I don't know.
Right, it looks kind of old to me. I don't know. Look around, see if there's anything
It's
useful.
broken and destroyed by now.
It's interesting, but I don't think it's very useful. We may have
Make
to just move on. Okay.
Now, you find mostly debris in there, and whatever was of good value is pretty much gone to the ages of time, and whatever happened in there.
Into the ages of time. Can I look around?
You can look around, but you just see weird-looking glass things that are broken.
Okay, I'm thinking. I got nothing.
So did that stairway go down to just a hidden room? Like there wasn't another area inside that stairway to go to?
Well, the stairway went down to the back of a hidden door.
So is this
Yeah,
is this all hidden
went
doors?
we went up a stairway.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you went up, and there was an ordinary door at the up portion.
was the door that went into the alchemy was not a hidden door?
It was not.
I'm gonna,
You see several of them down the hallway.
Charles, I wanna try something. I'm gonna like hold out my hammer like this and see if it can sense something.
Okay?
Try
It's
not
pulling
to.
you towards the next door.
Oh, I'm gonna go there.
I wonder how it's finding doors. Do you think it's finding a hinge, or is it like a certain amount of metal? What do y'all think?
Or something that can be broken.
Well, that one would
Or
just
it's just
point towards
Winky's
every.
Well, for you.
intentions. His
Okay.
Yeah.
door and
Is it locked?
Well,
It is.
it wouldn't be metal or wood because it found the rock door in the wall.
Well, there was pieces of metal for it. That's why I'm
No,
wondering.
actually, I made the door
Like,
for the lock.
It's got to be intelligent somehow.
it's just magic.
All right. You caused this door to explode as if the door was made out of plaster.
Wood. Wait.
Plaster.
I mean, it just literally like dust.
Maybe what it does is it allows me to hit doors so good every time, unless in that one. Like a success is a critical success, that kind of thing. Maybe that's what it was.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm
Well, I
gonna see
mean,
what the
you know,
next
if
is.
you would succeed, you succeed, right? I mean,
All right. You're looking inside of a room that looks like at one point had a bunch of supplies for bookmaking and scrolls and things like that, but it is pretty badly damaged in there.
Okay. Is there anything I can find that would be useful?
To you, there's not much you can really see. Someone with more skill would be able to identify things of value in there.
What
Ah,
what types of items are in there, Winky?
book stuff. I'm
Of
not
course
good with
not
books.
here. I guess
Easy.
I'll take a look.
All right? Make an arcana check or a perception check. Either one.
It's Arcana, by the way. It's not a great roll.
Yeah. All you can tell is this is where they copied books. And there's a lot of
Legal.
supplies. It looks like at one point in time there may have been expensive supplies for even doing magical books, but all of that's basically gone away with time.
So no
Are there
supplies.
any like full on books anywhere in here
No,
that
the place has been ransacked.
okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
Winky, tell your hammer we need to actually find something useful. We don't
I'm
need to
gonna
just
go
beat on
hammer
doors.
I'm gonna go hammer since the next door.
You're gonna what?
Hammer since the next door.
Hammer sense.
It takes you to the next door in the hallway.
Okay.
Your eyes can work too at this point.
He's like walking around with his eyes closed.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, this one's a door. Boom.
Go to the next door.
All right, and it's locked as well.
So locked doors. Something that's locked. Maybe that's it.
All right, you hit the door solidly, and it's still holding.
No, you don't.
All right, that time you hit it enough to break the lock out of the door, and the door swings open.
I'm gonna check what's in this room.
All right. Inside that room is hundreds and hundreds of tiny little jars and clay
With what
pots
is
and things like that.
so for
Boxes.
crafting? I would know stuff about this because that's my.
Well, it looks
You're-
like everything in there is some kind of organic material.
I want to take a
So
jar.
is there anything useful that would be used for crafting or making weaponry or
Nothing
items?
that's you can make a check, make a crafting check for you.
Okay. Crafting. Balls.
Now, basically, everything in that room has degraded badly. It looks like it's more for potion craft than anything else.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take a look at that and see if there's anything that can help with
I'm
either
gonna.
alchemy or jewelry work.
Okay. You managed to find basically enough reagents to do 4 batches of healing potions, your highest level.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm gonna
It's
hammer.
old, but it's still potent.
I'm gonna hammer sense the next door.
There might be a little dust on the bottle.
All right. Your door. Yeah, it takes you to the next door.
It's locked, right?
It is. You hit solidly, and it's almost broken.
Come on, why is it always almost?
And now it's broken off. The hinge is broke, leaving the lock in place.
While he's doing this, I want to go to the next door and I want to go ahead and unlock it
Okay.
while he's distracted.
I'm gonna check the room. Hopefully, there's something I can do with it. It's for everybody else but me.
Balls.
Wait, hero point.
Okay.
Dad,
Wait,
you
wait,
do
wait,
hero
wait.
point.
No, even better. Halfling luck.
There you go.
I've got that now.
Nice.
Please don't do it again, Hatala. Come on. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Much better.
Inside this room, you can see there's a very small, compact forge,
Ooh.
and it has runes on it.
Can you guys tell what these runes are?
I am working on a door.
Dang it, need them.
I'm not in there.
No, I need to know what this is so I can use it.
Eve, you're not sure.
Are you kidding me?
Mark, you don't have a clue. All right, Hatala, you finished your lock.
All right. I'm gonna come in and take a look at what he's got.
You guys could have used your hero point. I just thought about it.
It's not really the thing you want to use a hero point on.
Yeah.
It would be so. I want to know
You
what it is.
can tell that this forge is enchanted, and it's made of enchanted metal. It only has a bulk of 2. It's a portable forge that can be mounted on a wagon and will not heat up the wagon when used.
Ooh,
So you
nice.
could basically have it on a wooden ship without setting the ship on fire and still forge things.
I'm taking this.
And the magic that uses it, basically, if you feed it a spell slot, a level 1 spell slot, it'll burn for a day. Basically,
Oh,
without fuel.
that'll be so good. Yeah, I'm taking this.
All right, so Winky's got that.
It's so good now because I can just carry that on my back.
Hatala, you notice, make an engineering check.
I did it. Okay, there it goes.
You notice there's hinges on it.
Hinges.
Winky, see if you can open that up from this side. I point to the side.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, when you mess with it, it actually folds up into a small box with a handle.
What?
So I can put it.
The size of a toolbox.
I can put it in my backpack.
Yes.
I'm putting it in my backpack.
Is it an ordinary backpack?
I think it's an adventure backpack. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had a bag of holding, you could just chunk it in there.
I wish I did, but I don't.
But it'll fit in your backpack just fine. And again, it only weighs 2 bulk, so it's like carrying nothing for you.
It's literally nothing. especially with my belt now.
Yep.
So that's cool because now I can make anything anywhere without having to go anywhere.
Is there anything else in this room?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, I want to do it.
You're busy playing with your new toy.
Aww.
Oh boy.
All right, Hatala, you see a set of tongs that look like incredibly well made.
I will pick those up.
They're +1 crafting tongs.
Interesting.
And they give you what's called crafting insight. It allows you to take, if you fail a roll, as long as you don't critically fumble, you can make one more roll to see if you actually succeed for the day, that day's work.
That's nice. Would this work on my jewelry work or like?
It's too heavy duty for that. It's for like blacksmithing and weaponsmithing and things like that.
I am going to give these to Winky and explain to him what they do.
Okay, explain.
Hopefully you were listening.
I wasn't.
All right,
Listen,
so these
I'll
give
go.
you insight to your crafting. If you fail while you're working on something, this magic will help make it where you can try it again like it happened and succeed at it.
Okay,
As long as you don't critically fumble.
I'll take that. I got the best foraging stuff ever.
Even gives you a better chance of succeeding too, so that's nice.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, that's all for this room.
All right, Winky, see if you can find the next door.
Okay, I'm gonna hammer sense the next door if it even works now because he undid the lock.
It
You
leads
don't
you
know
to
that.
It leads you to the door,
Mm-hmm.
the same one he unlocked.
Yep.
So if I check, it's unlocked.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna break the door. I'm kidding. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it.
All right.
So it looks like I can hammer sense doors. That's it.
It has nothing to do with being locked.
Yeah. I can hammer sense doors that aren't apparently the one that you were messing with earlier didn't work. I don't know why.
It may have been because it was open. Or you were
Yeah, he had opened the door when you were checking.
Oh.
Okay. In this room, you can see that this was a very opulent bedroom.
What? I didn't get that.
Bedroom.
very nice
Bedroom.
bedroom.
It was a very nice bedroom. But everything in here has been broken and shattered and gone through. It looks like someone spent a long time looting through this room.
So there's nothing use in here?
You can make a check. Perception.
Okay. Come on. Dang it.
You see nothing.
You see
You
nothing.
see nothing.
Okay, if I see nothing, I'm gonna hammer sense the next door.
This is gonna be a thing, and I'm loving it. Hammer sense. Hammer, give me sight beyond sight.
Wow.
Eve, are you going to check the door? Check the room? Everyone else did. Nope. Eve is still looking in the wrong room. She didn't notice y'all were in a new room yet.
Eve, come check over this room. We already
What?
found everything over there.
I didn't even notice you guys left
Forge.
this room.
I got a forge that I can pack up into a little toolbox.
cool. Sorry, I also think I have dust in my eye. But
That could
I'm
affect
good.
your perception.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
We found these cool tongs that help Winky craft. If he fails, he gets to try again too.
Let's.
Tongs.
Are you going to try in the right room now?
Right. Yep.
Dum, 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 dum. She gets 2 rolls because she tried in the wrong room.
Yeah, that's a nice way to get a reroll.
No, not a chance.
I mean, if she was still here when we were going through the room, she wouldn't have
I'm
got
still
that.
confused. So
The only thing you noticed in this room, let's see who had the highest roll. That would be Hitala. You notice that there is writing on one of the walls that's badly damaged, but it was basically saying that this was, as far as you can translate, since Core's not here, that your guess is that these runes are mostly arcane, not um, the ancient language.
Okay.
So you can guess that mostly the translation was that this is the room of the second in command of the Mages Guild.
Oh, this isn't the Mage's Guild, but this seems to be where they were sleeping. It's like they're sleeping, eating quarters or something.
It's probably part of the guild because they had a big area, but a lot of their stuff was underground, not just in the tower.
Okay.
What's in the next manuscript first?
You don't see any other rooms.
There's no more rooms. I thought I broke one more door.
We just
So,
broke. You broke this door. There's no more doors. No more doors. Winky's hammer.
hammer sets.
What's here? Look at this guy. Really?
Your hammer is pulling you to the end of the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna go to that hallway. I can always trust my hammer.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you're at the end of the hallway. There's stone there.
Stone, I'm gonna break that stone. It's gone.
Winky, if it's a secret doorway, we could. Never mind.
You swing your hammer with all your might, and the entire door-shaped section of the wall just grenades.
I sure hope nobody's behind these walls.
I don't think we're ever going to keep him from breaking a door down again. Like, it's
You never
just.
in the first place, based on the entire year we've been playing.
Yeah, but now he knows where they are before we do.
Okay, hammer sets.
All right. Well, he's exploded a chunk of wall out, and the debris from the chunk of wall has blasted apart the entirety of the stairs behind it.
That sucks.
Can your hammer put things back together? Because now that's what we need.
Let's try it. I'm gonna go.
Oh God.
This is the one time we
You're
need
not
him.
Vincent Felix.
Okay. Can we like get a rope up there?
You notice that the stairs going up, there's a lot of debris on top of the stairs above.
We. Okay.
Likely that leads to outside.
Whoa. That was loud.
I just got a burrito attack. When it's a taco.
A burrito attacked with a taco.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna eat the taco.
Okay. What do you do?
So I'm thinking that leads outside. Do we feel like we've searched this area? Like we want to head to where that other area, like further down the 300 feet? Like, cause we can head back and get out and maybe find this on the upside.
Well, this is your shortest way out if it's the surface.
Well, if we can get out, I was worried that with the debris and everything, it might be easier just to look like serviceable to get out this way. Winky, do you think you can carry this stuff? Move the debris?
Well, there's that stairway above still. It's holding the debris up. You'd have
Oh,
to
do we
break
need?
the stairs.
All right, so Winky, it's hammer time again, I guess.
It's hammer time. Da-na-na.
All right, you hit the bottom of the stairs, and a good chunk of the stairs fall down with a good bit of the debris. There's still some more debris up there.
Boom.
All right, you hit again, and now there's actually water and light coming down.
Does it look like there's a way to get up, or are we gonna have to just climb?
You're going to have to climb. At least one person will need to climb.
All right.
I'm good at it. Acrobatics or athletics? I forgot.
Athletics.
Athletics. Holy
Congratulations.
Toledo, Winky.
You are good at it.
Okay, Winky just hops out there and, like a spider, climbs all the way up
I
to the top.
also hold on.
When
I
did
also
you get
have
spider
sudden leap.
climb?
I have sudden leap and tons of other climbing and jump abilities.
Yeah, he
Wink.
scurries up the wall like there's nothing holding him back.
Yeah, I
Can
also
you-
have this one. Look.
Can you throw down a rope?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that on rope.
Yeah, because I can't do anything like that. I'm just standing there baffled, like, wow.
All right, you throw down the rope, and everyone can climb up now.
Oh, hold.
Oh, that was loud.
Sorry.
That was so loud.
It's right underneath my mic. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so y'all all managed to make it up to the surface,
Awesome.
and the rain is pouring down just as much as ever, and you are in what looks like it used to be a courtyard type area. Like the stairs came up into a building next to a courtyard. But there's no walls anymore, so you're basically looking at the courtyard while the pile of rubble is behind you. And a lot of the rubble looks a lot like that pillar you found.
Hey, we found it.
Yeah, maybe.
There's about you can tell that this was a circular compound, and the southernmost portion of the compound was frozen solid and then powdered to dust by the worm going through it.
Nice.
I want to try something. I want to try using my hammer since out here.
Okay. You do not sense anything.
Okay.
All right. While he's dousing, rotting for
Dowsing for
doors.
doors.
I'm like Link's sword from Skyward Sword.
I want to see if I can, based on the trajectory and everywhere we walked, figure out where that thing fell and like figure out the distance maybe that we've traveled from
Your
where
guess
that was.
is you're right at where it was from.
Okay.
Because there is foundation here big enough to support a large tower.
Maybe I can make doors now too.
Technically, if you break a hole big enough, you've made a door.
All right, so I think what we need to find is another access to below.
Yep. You can make perception checks.
Okay.
Look around.
Oh, good, baby.
32.
All right, a car. You notice off to one side there might be another set of stairs down in another area of the rubble.
We could check over there in that area.
And Winky, as you're looking around, you don't see anything, but your hammer starts pulling you in a direction.
I'll follow it.
Okay?
Nothing's gonna be wrong yet.
Your hammer has led you to a section of rubble.
Section of rubble. Can I see around the rubble?
No, it's a big giant pile of rubble.
Okay, am I able to smash it without ruining anything?
No. You need to throw the rubble out of the way.
Okay, I'm gonna start throwing the rubble out of the way instead of smashing.
So a car, this thing that you're looking at down here, think this is a better entrance than what he's dealing with?
I don't know if it's a better entrance because I don't know what he's doing, but I know that it appears to be some type of steps.
Well, it kind of looked like his hammer, led him over there.
I think it's
so-
just a door in the rubble.
Oh, that's a good idea. That would be interesting. Just a door just sitting on the ground. It'd be really funny if that's what it is, and he digs that all up and he finds a door on the ground.
But I mean, if we diversify our efforts, one of us will get
Maybe-
something.
Hey, I can't talk because I'm moving fox. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm going to try and pick up a piece of rubble where we're standing.
So the
Going
two
for
of
it.
y'all are going to try to go down the hole that he found, and then Winky is doing by himself with what he found.
If he finds a door on the ground, it's going to be funny. But if he finds a door that we can go in, hopefully he tells us. That's what I'm thinking
I
right
just
now.
won't tell you, and I start walking by myself.
It's possible. I am definitely understanding that is a possibility of what may occur here.
I'm just standing between them, just like, looking back and forth. Just
Winky's
like,
not stupid. Well, he's not that stupid.
Just brash.
Here we go. I'm going to pick up a boulder. Probably not.
Oh, almost.
As long as I do one by one, I should be good.
Yes, if you go one by one, you don't even have to make checks. Okay. A car, you're going to have to roll checks as well for moving rubble.
All you guys gotta roll checks except me, unless you got one of those belts.
The two of y'all are slowly moving through the rubble, getting down. Winky, you have managed to... Hold on. Buddy stole something from the corner, so I had to be...
Oh.
I think he found a dust bunny, but anyways. You managed to... Winky, you have removed enough rubble that you can see that there is a section of wall with a door in it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving it. I'm gonna tell the guys what I found while I'm moving it.
Are we able to hear him?
Yeah, you'll hear him. You've only managed to go about a foot down.
Do you want to abandon this and go that way?
I mean, let's just at least check to see what he found. I mean, it's just a door and a wall. It could just be a door and a wall.
Like a storm cellar?
It could just be a wall that had a door in it. And there's nothing on either side.
By the time I'm just gonna scream, "Come help me!" It's taking too long.
All right, we get over to him.
You cleared the path completely to the door.
Cool. I want to see if the door's locked.
Okay, it is locked.
Should I smash or let Hatala unlock it?
There's a lot of rubble dangling around nearby, so any sudden impact may not be good.
Okay, I'm gonna let Hatala unlock it.
All right. I'm gonna do a quick trap check. Also, just checking to see if there's a way to make sure that rubble isn't going to fall or something like that as part of the trap check.
Okay. You're not certain if there's a trap or not.
All right. I'm feeling oddly confident today, so I'm just going to go ahead and try and unlock it.
I step
Even though I'm
back
certain.
out of the hole and watch from up top. Jeez.
Hey, managed to handily pick the lock. Whoop. Hold on, I did the wrong button.
Congratulations. Wrong button.
Let's try this again. Right button.
Okay. Dun-
All right. You take 13 damage as a spike comes out of the lock that you're picking into your hand.
Oh, you forgot to check for traps.
No, I did check for traps, but that roll sucked.
He's pretty
Oh.
confident.
Yeah, I knew I was confident, so I was like, when it's like I wasn't gonna not do it. I happened to
Okay.
do it anyway, so.
I'm gonna help
Oh, y'all, that hurt. Mm.
I'm gonna help Hatala with some healing.
No, y'all kids, I'm fine. It was in the game. I'm fine. They turn around and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Is that good enough with expert
no, I
to
didn't stab
succeed
myself
for
in the foot."
healing?
Why would you do that?
Because I
This is gonna
can.
take an hour.
Not
Oh
anymore.
wait, no, he's an expert.
And not anymore. The rules have changed
Yeah,
for you.
because everyone takes 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's going to take you
Healing
an
for 10.
hour before you can be.
Or he can do it again.
But but if I did it, it would only take me 10 minutes before I had to do it again.
Which is why I'm doing it, so you don't have to wait that 10 minutes.
But you have to wait an hour.
So I'm not good at healing, so it's fine.
Okay.
But the door is unlocked, even though I hurt myself.
Correct.
Do I succeed?
No poison effects, feeling, or anything like that.
No.
All right.
Let's see.
Well, I guess while Winky's working on me, I'll sit down and since he went right to work on trying to help me out. Car, you might, if you try to open that door, I'd be careful of the rubble there. You know, obviously you can wait. We can let Winky do it if you're concerned.
I want to go down and make sure that the trap didn't reset somehow. Whoop.
Oh, I had him checked. No, this is actually Winky that was doing that. That's how much healing you got.
Okay. How much damage did I have that I actually got that
13.
full healing?
You had 13 damage.
Yeah, but it
Y'all were
gave me
messing
the.
around last time, and I didn't clear your tokens
Oh, that makes sense. When we were hitting each other.
because Core's almost dead.
Probably ought to fix that.
Yeah, I will. Let's do a quick one of these real quick. All right, everyone's at full power now.
Oh, Pamela.
All right. The door is unlocked, and what were you saying you were doing?
I was going to check to make sure that the trap didn't reset somehow.
It did not.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to slowly push the door open, and if I see things start to shift, just leave it where it's at.
Okay, you can get the door halfway open before it's going to make some noises you don't like.
All right, can I look into the room?
Looks like you're looking into some sort of administrative office. The roof is not fully caved in, but there are bits of debris poking through the roof.
All right, I want to relay this to them and ask if it's worth trying to go in there.
I mean, we could double check the area you were working with earlier. We were working with earlier and see if it's a cleaner way. My phone just fell. It
This,
hit the
this seems
keyboard.
like it's just a single room, like an office room. I don't think this would
Oh, you're
lead
saying it
into.
doesn't go any further down?
I don't think so. I think this is more of an office room, like.
Well, then let's at least search it out, see if there's anything of interest there while we're here.
All right.
It's probably better only to send one person in.
Somebody who can find things really well. Eve, you want to go in there?
I mean, yeah, since Winky's the healer now, so might as well.
The ire in the voice.
Somebody's
Just
upset. He just
sound
grabbed my hand. I didn't even
And
know what he
Winky's
was.
always been trying to heal everyone every time. It's just Steve was always too fast doing it.
anyway, so I just gonna look around, I guess, right?
Yep.
Wish me luck.
Stop! Go. Don't be beating on my door.
All right. You
You
do
do
not
not come
find
beating on my door.
anything
Go.
that
I'm
is
getting ready for bed.
Go!
obvious
You do not stand in
value or
front of my
anything like that,
computer when I don't
but
tell
you
you.
do
not to.
notice there is a
Okay, well, you don't stand in front of my computer.
it's like a pamphlet paper type thing
You don't just walk
that
in front
is
of my
on
computer
one of the
like
desks.
That. Go. I'm not
All right,
leaving.
I'll go.
You're the one
And
that-
it's written
investigate
to you.
that. Ah, shoot. Does the room like does it look like a room like a sitting room or a you know I don't know.
Mm. This is an administrative room. This is
Okay.
basically the office where the students went to talk to one of the admins.
So this is kind of like this is our school type of probably most
Yeah,
likely.
basically there's a room. There'll probably be a room nearby where the headmaster would sit.
All right, I'll take the pamphlet. I'll bring it back to core, I guess.
Okay.
So I guess that's it. I'll go back and
Well, you do have comprehend language.
I I know. I guess I'll use it. I'll use it. I'll use it.
Okay. You cast comprehend language and you can understand the pamphlet. The pamphlet says, by order of the king, this school is to be shut down. All members are to transfer out, and anyone staying in the building will be forcibly removed or killed. Any attempt at the use of magic to defend oneself will be immediate grounds for execution.
Dang. Okay. This is. She didn't tell us when it got shut down. Like, was it it was before the machine got turned on.
No.
It was after?
Hmm.
Makes sense now. Okay. Alrighty. I will still keep it, because why not? And I'll tell the group that.
So does that mean that all those rooms we found where there were people burned up and stuff, those may have been people who were alive and burned so that they couldn't be brought back?
Most
And
likely.
then they didn't kill the ones that were already turned for some reason?
Yeah.
That's
Also,
messed up. That also would explain the destroyed mural,
yeah.
because they probably don't like Pharasma anyway.
Don't think he really liked anyone but himself. So, yeah. But yeah,
That at
that's
least
kind of.
sets me to understanding what we were looking at down there, and it's definitely messed up.
But why wouldn't they get rid of the ones that had already turned,
I don't
or
know.
or
No,
it had already died?
you missed a big plot point.
Yeah. Sorry.
There was a decree that anyone who was left in this mage school and practiced magic, they would be systematically killed and destroyed, basically, if they were still here. And that was sent by the king after the machine got turned on.
Oh, I bet you that. I bet you it wasn't the king. It was that guy that was
It
What?
was the other guy,
posing
exactly.
as the king,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
he was trying to get rid of all the mages so that they couldn't shut down the machine.
Right, and that's what we found down there was
Yeah.
their extermination of this
Mm.
I'm there
thing occurring.
without
That
the
makes
machine.
it way
Yeah.
worse than what we thought it was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if we
we
turn,
definitely thought of what the kind and nice thing would have been, and it was absolutely not that.
so if we went down there
Yeah,
without turning the
because
machine off,
well, that was why I was asking because the one that had the fire globe just sitting in the room, I believe that was to get rid of evidence of research for you know because I don't think
It's
there was any.
possible, yeah.
I don't think there would have been any bodies, but it could have been. But I think it was more to get rid of evidence.
Yeah, this as like Eve said, this that guy was full of himself. So, well, I guess it's time for Winky to go move all the boulders from that other area
Mm-hmm.
because I was very slow at it.
Don't feel
okay.
bad. I was slow too.
All right, so Winky, you go help move that area.
Yeah.
All right. It takes you a short time, and you manage to get all the way down, and you find a doorway in the bottom that's half open.
I want to see something. I'm gonna try the door. Winky's no, Hammer sense the door
Okay,
while
you
it's
don't
open.
detect anything.
So it's only closed doors.
Or only locked doors.
No, it's not
No,
locked. We checked that already.
closed.
Because that's why
It's
I don't know if we were away at that time too. Hatalis, I
it's
Probably.
believe,
smash ready
unlocked the
doors.
door to see if it still worked, and it did.
I think
Okay.
it's smash ready doors.
Doors that are in your way.
So I'm gonna see what's through the other side of the door.
Okay, it's a hallway.
I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Okay.
Or door sensing.
You see doors and sense doors.
Okay. Are the doors locked?
The first door you come to is locked.
Okay, smashed.
Just leave us
By the way,
behind.
Dad said he would give me $5 if I get another nat 20.
No, it was that one time.
No, next nat 20 I get $5.
That's not. No, that is not the deal.
You
Fine.
cracked it, but it didn't break.
Okay.
You finally broke that one apart.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go to the other ones and break them. If they're locked.
Okay.
Are you by yourself?
No
I
one
guess
else has
so.
gone in with him.
Yeah, I think we're
He
just
just found the
chatting.
hole, went down it, and started breaking doors.
Weren't they helping me?
No, we literally said you can do this on your own because you do it faster.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Is the next door
I
locked?
mean, I'm sure eventually I'm gonna look down the hole and be like, wait, Winky's not down
You
there
already
anymore.
heard him smacking doors twice.
Oh, we gotta head down there, guys. He's already
It's
banging on doors.
You find
it's
another lock there, Nikki.
okay.
You hit the door, and it explodes like a grenade.
Gotcha. Next door. Is it locked?
It is.
Did you not even go in the room?
I'm not checking them until I break every door.
It
What if-
explodes like a grenade.
Okay,
There's
is
What
there
like
any more
tons of
doors?
monsters down there, and he's just one by one, just it's opening up.
The next door is locked as well.
Okay.
If I'm coming down there at this point and I see he's just breaking doors, I'm gonna stop at the first one and just wait for a
I got
while.
3 of the same number in a row. Okay, next door, is it locked?
It is not locked.
Okay, I'm gonna open it slowly.
Okay. You open the door slowly, and the room is empty.
I'm gonna shut the door. Is there any more doors?
No, there are no more doors.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to where the entrance was, and I'm gonna call the guys.
You find Hatala standing there.
Hey, I broke a bunch of doors
I watched
down the
you.
hallway.
Are we gonna search these? Is there any monsters, creatures,
I
scribbly
don't know.
wigglies?
Car, why are we just standing here?
Why would I know?
I don't know. I just saw them run off and start smacking stuff, so I figured I'd wait just in case they come running back because something was chasing them.
I'm gonna go.
Y'all
Yes,
come
I-
down here. We're gonna search. He's already got all the doors busted.
There's 4
Except
doors.
one. There's
Oh,
one.
okay. All right. Well, I guess we should go hang out.
Yep.
1 door is cracked and broken, 3 exploded, and 1 was unlocked. It was the 5th one that was empty.
It's closed.
All right, let's check the first room.
All right. The
Yeah,
cracked
it's
room.
crack room.
Who wants to check it, or are you gonna all
I
check
will.
it?
Like it's gonna do anything. Ah, balls, it was so close. And
Hatala, Akar, and Winky are all looking around, except for Hatala, who basically turned her head too fast and poked herself in the eye with one of the front pieces of the door.
God.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
She's like, ah, ow, 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 ow.
Kelly hit me in the eye with the ball today.
Eve looks around the room and can tell this used to be a archive of some kind, but most of the archives have been thrown on the floor and incinerated.
Wow, was Neat up there?
I'm glad Core's not here, because he might shed a tear.
It's not books, it's paperwork.
Okay. It's not that important, I guess.
However, he still might shed somewhat
He
of
may
a
have
tear.
probably a good bit of information, but based on your guessing of the room, it's likely that this is where they stored their administrative paperwork. Because this city had a lot of bureaucracy in it.
I'm going to the next room to search.
Don't all
That
cities.
might have been boring. I'm sure Core could have learned something from it.
Yep.
Next is a shadow room. Hopefully none of you get thorns in your feet. Because I don't think Atala wears shoes.
Got nice calloused feet.
So don't step on the little pieces of wood.
Okay.
Fine.
Y'all are at the next room.
Oh, forgot rolls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, roll. We're supposed to be doing something.
Okay. You check around this room and you don't really see much of value. Hatala, you think you see something of value, but when you get over there, it is actually just a piece of broken material that you thought was valuable. Your eye still hurts a little bit, so it's messing you up.
-5 on a perception roll.
Next room.
All right.
Oh, dang it.
He's never gonna find anything.
Right. Is Eve the only one left, or did Eve already roll?
He falls over and gets poked
I
in the
got a
eye by a
26.
shard of wood.
Okay, seconds ago, yeah. All right. Y'all look around this room, and this room has been picked over pretty well. It looks like there used to be boxes stored in here, and most of them have been broken open and already searched through.
Man, that's probably gonna look like a back room.
Now you got one more exploded room.
Yes, go to explode room. Also, what's the punishment for a car's thing?
Oh, hold on.
What's your punishment, boy?
All right, a car. When you're looking around, you accidentally get a bunch of dust in your eyes, and so now you're crying, and so you get a penalty for your checks.
Feel like
Nice.
All right, so around this room, and it looks like this room may have at one point had really nice stuff in it, but this room has been almost totally cleared out, and all that's left on the ground is a couple copper pieces that no one felt like picking up.
We'll get those for Nita.
All right, you find 5 copper.
We have to actually give that to Nita, though. So
Yeah, so we got some copper for Nita, an oven for core. You know, we good.
I got a stove. Wait, no, I didn't. I got
Forge.
a forge, which can be used as a stove.
well, haven't you been carrying around an oven too this whole time?
He has.
No, but the forge
Yes.
is in my backpack, which is so tiny. It's
No, I know that,
small.
but you're also carrying around that broken oven we found.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean carrying around? I feel nothing.
Okay. The only room left is the last room that was unlocked.
Okay. Let's
You said
go.
that you said that one was empty earlier,
Winky said
Winky.
the room was empty.
Let's check it anyway, though.
Winky, you can't check.
Like, why can't I check?
'Cause you already did.
No, but I didn't roll perception. Oh.
All right, Hatala, you go into the room to start looking and try to see anything. And as you're looking, something pokes you hard in the eye, and you fall
Oh
down and you
gosh,
can't see anything.
I
What?
don't like this place.
Tala, are you okay?
Keep
What
getting hit in the
poster?
face.
Since I was observing, what poster? There was nothing there.
It was her own finger.
Hatala, you walked into something.
Oh,
There's
it's
something there.
invisible.
I don't know what it was.
I'm
and
gonna
it
go
hurt,
Lay,
but
inside.
it
lay
hurt.
on the floor. Somebody
I'm
lay
gonna go
on the floor.
inside the room, and then I'm gonna use my hammer sense. Inside the room.
Okay. So, what did you say, Eve?
Somebody needs to lay on the floor.
I'm on the
Why?
floor. I'm just in pain.
Well, you
And you-
can't see, so it doesn't matter.
Why would we
Well, why
lay
don't
on
you
the
lay on
floor?
the floor
I'm
then?
gonna lay on the floor then.
I just
Okay.
said
You lay on the floor and you don't see anything.
There's nothing here.
I'm
But
gonna
it was a good
use my
idea.
hammer sense.
All right. Your hammer sense is pulling you to the back empty wall.
Okay, it's a hammer sense time.
All right. As you go to swing, your hammer hits something and clunks
Ding.
in the midair.
I used detect magic in the ground.
Okay. The whole room is magic.
Wow.
Cool.
So my hammer sense can detect objects in our way, huh?
No, it detects doors and you
Then
hit something.
I'm gonna hit it again then.
No, don't hit it again. You don't know what it
Every time
is.
you swing, your hammer bounces off something in the room.
What if I just like keep hitting the room all over the place? I have an idea.
I want to take. Okay, am I able to get up at this point in time? Or?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
can I
I want to.
use?
Is there dust on the ground?
Yes.
If
Yeah.
I take a pile of dust and toss it into the air towards where he's been hitting something, what does it look like as it falls?
As it falls, it's going through the air, then suddenly vanishes.
Can I use
It just vanishes.
Can I use this to go through the wall?
All right.
No.
Aw.
If I take if I take my hand and put it where he was hitting it, where the dust disappeared, what happens
You
to
can
my
feel
hand?
something's there.
Oh, I'm gonna use sudden charge on the wall right there.
I have dispel magic.
I'm
I
using
think that
sudden
that
magic.
might be a better course of action.
Hold on.
There's something here, and it's making it's either invisible or some kind of
Right.
illusion.
Winky backs up and charges forward at full speed, smacking into nothing in the middle of the room, and then vanishes.
Wink.
Yes. Where am
Huh?
I?
Here we
Winky is
go
no longer
again.
in the room.
Huh? I couldn't hear
Winky
you.
is no longer in the room.
I asked where I was. I can still see, can't
Are
I?
you casting Dispel Magic?
Yeah, why not? I'll just.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic, and suddenly you can see a pair of feet sticking out of a filing cabinet.
uh, are they
This is an
winky?
office. And in the one corner of the room on the back wall, there's a doorway heading inward, and there is a large coat rack that has been mangled to pieces.
Oh, that's what I've been hitting on.
But Winky's feet and boots are just sticking out of a desk.
I think we should leave him there for a minute again.
Can I see and hear and stuff? Am I able to move?
Yes, you can start moving now.
I'm
You
going
were
to get
very
myself.
much in shock when you first hit nothing that was there that was something.
I'm gonna try to get out of the door.
All right, you're trying to get out. Hatala, you notice the thing you poked your eyes on is actually it's a stand of some kind, and on it it looks like a place for putting weapons.
Is there any weapons on it?
No, it's empty.
Okay. Did I get myself out?
You're finally standing up now.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Goodbye, door.
Oh.
All right, you've now destroyed the coat rack.
What?
Poor coat rack.
It's
You
been
still can't swing your hammer in the room because of all the stuff.
Aww.
It just happened to be invisible beforehand when you were swinging.
Okay, I'm gonna use sudden charge to hit the door.
I think we need to get Winky a break. I think he's gone a little door happy.
He's always
Okay.
been door happy.
I think it's gone. I think it's we might need to
You
have a
guys
little
aren't doing
intervention.
nothing.
Winky
Well-
has backed up, charged, and dove at the door. And his horns stuck into it, and now he's going stuck to it.
All right, I'm gonna
Can I
go up, and
push
I'm gonna.
myself out?
We determined this door was locked.
Yes.
Why didn't it break?
I'm gonna shove him to the side while he's still stuck in there and just unlock the door.
And he's actually stuck vertically, sticking out with just his arms and legs dangling.
All right, then I'm gonna use my massive ability to pull things out of things. Let's see what happens.
No. Doing.
What I do?
Nope, he's still stuck.
I
I'm gonna
tried.
get myself out. Can I roll
I'll
that?
I'll help
wait,
you.
wait.
I'll help you, Hatala.
I get myself out.
No, you won't.
That's
Eve,
the best I've ever rolled.
car, Eve and a car both grab a leg and just yoink Wiki right out of the wall and slam him across the room because they yoinked too hard together.
That was
Almost.
fun.
Hey, that was enjoyable. Let's try that again sometime.
Right, as he
Couldn't
flies
have
by, I go right to the lock.
What? Dad, Kinsley and Lena just called me an elephant. This is the way I blow my nose.
But
And they said I'm chubby.
I want to turn to Eve and
Sorry,
be like, we really should have a conversation with Winky that not all doors have to die.
They all have to die.
He won't listen. He won't listen.
Well, no, but I feel like it's our duty to have the conversation at least.
I feel like we've
we've
had the
tried.
conversation, but
Yeah.
now his hammer finds them.
You got a point there, yeah.
Okay,
There's no
I'm
more
going.
hope for doors.
Tyler, did you unlock the door?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna open the
You are.
door. Stop!
All right. You open the door, and on the other side of the door is another room. It looks like a very opulent office type area.
Is there another door?
No, there's no more doors.
Aww. I'm gonna look around in that room.
Okay, there are magic runes along the walls.
Go, you guys check those. I'm gonna check some stuff.
I don't know if you should be touching anything in this room right now.
I'm not touching
This
anything.
is like one of the most secure areas we've been in.
Boom!
Mine's a Arcana, by the way, not a Perception. I'm just looking at the runes.
Okay. A car. You find on the desk a gilded case with a quill inside of it and an inkwell.
Is it still in good condition?
Ooh.
It's in
That could
perfect
be
condition.
that could be good
Yeah,
for Cora and
gonna
Natala.
take that and put that in the bag of holding.
Could be good for Cora.
And
He likes.
I wanna let the everyone else know what I found.
Did you check to see if it
Cool.
was magical? Because it's a
No, I
little odd
didn't.
that even lasted
Do you want
as
to? Do you
long as
want
it
to check
has.
it? Do you want to check it? Pull it
I mean,
back
I'd
out.
rather know if it's magical before we're shoving it in a bag or something. We have met with a painting set that was not nice to us.
This is true.
Lock.
That's just because it was infected. It would have been nice if it wasn't infected.
I met a boulder
Guess
that
that's
was
a
not very
good
nice.
point.
Also, for a little girl, and it's a whole thing.
Okay.
And I wish I could do
Anyways,
Arcana.
with Atala's original Arcana check, you can't tell what the individual runes are, but there are several different runes. You think one of them is powering the invisibility outside, and the others you're not sure what they do, but they look like basically a pretty powerful mage just got bored and started putting runes in his office.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, something like that.
Now my office can die.
All right, and your second Arcana check was to look at the thing.
Yes.
All right, it is a magical quill and inkwell. The inkwell will never run out and will always have ink and will always be able to write. And
That would be good for.
any attempt to write letters for diplomacy or things like that actually get a +2 to the crafting of them.
I
Ooh.
thought it was. I said it was gonna be good for uh Garrett's character since he can write down stuff infinitely.
Well, I have a feeling Core might enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you.
And
No,
it
I don't really like writing.
has
More
a
of an
once per
artist.
day charge
You need a
ability.
journal.
Once per day, you can set down a book in front of it and another book empty, and it will start copying.
Ooh. That's nice.
Oh wait, click put this.
But basically, it would take multiple days to write a whole book. But basically, you can just set this thing on a desk, put two books in front of it, and it'll start copying one into the other.
Core's gonna love this. You could just have infinite amount of books that don't
It's
have
a
a title
medieval
on them.
scanner.
And it's not illegal this time. I think isn't it illegal to copy books?
We got to figure out if the one pen that's copying, if we can do it into translate mode. So write from one and translate it into another language. Yeah, what if there's a button on it?
What's a button?
Seriously,
We
I'm
have
pretty I'm
buttons.
pretty sure there's buttons.
No. We have switches.
No,
Have
we've
rods
had
that have
but
buttons on them.
We have buttons and little pushy things. And rocks. That's all we got.
Those are also buttons.
The definition of a button is you push it and it returns to its original position.
So
All right.
wait, what?
Also on the desk, you find another one of those pamphlets that we had earlier.
Pamphlet? I'm gonna look at the pamphlet. What does it say?
It's
Can't
in.
read it.
So you can't read it.
Why can't I read it?
You don't know.
Does that pamphlet that Winky's holding, does it match the one you saw earlier?
I want to read.
Um, has it been an hour yet?
It is
Since I
not.
unlocked
You
it.
still have your comprehend language on.
So I'll read it.
All right. The pamphlet is almost the same, except for this time it's also got some embellishments where it was written towards the person who owns the desk.
Okay.
The king basically wrote personal notes that it says, "If you don't stop what you're doing, I'm going to kill every one of you."
That's creepy and stupid.
You also see some other paperwork on the desk too.
That little
I'm
kitchen.
gonna read it.
All right. One of the papers is a transcript from a court session where he was the mage that was running the school was brought up on charges for going against the king's will. He managed to get off on a technicality, but it looks like the king decided not to go through the courts for further action. The only thing you notice in the charges is that basically he disagreed with the king and actively was campaigning against him.
Hey, Dad, we could hear the littles and they're really annoying. Thank you.
Oh,
Interruption.
alrighty. I'll let that be known.
And you see one other thing peeking out from under the corner of a drawer on the desk.
I want to. Oh wait, no, I don't see it.
You don't know what it says. I'll read that too.
It's written in ancient, but it is a basically a I don't know that there's a term in the game for it, but basically it's a small copy of holy text for Pharasma.
I'll tell. I'll give this to Hatala. Even though she can't read it, it's still like a.
I bet Cora could read it.
Well, I
Yeah,
just read it,
or could
so.
read it.
Ooh, is it crackle, crackle, crackle?
And it's in ancient?
No.
It's in Orm, which is close to
Oh,
ancient.
okay.
Crackle, 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 crackle.
Basically, he hand wrote a transcript of a small holy tract from Phasma.
All right, so if she explains this to me and hands it to me, is that what you're doing?
Yes.
I'm going to take it, and I think I want to sit at the desk. I'm going to exude as much as I can the desire to be alone, but I'm not going to tell anybody to leave. But I'm going to sit at the desk and I'm going to pray. And what I'm praying about has to do with this person, the things that they've done, the things they fought for, but also for all the lives lost here in such a just messed up manner.
If
And
I sorry.
you're good.
I was just gonna if I sense that I would drag the two guys out of the room.
I don't know how long it'll take me, but as long as y'all leave me alone, I'll probably just focus on doing that and going over whatever
Okay.
I can of.
You spend probably about 10 minutes doing that. And while she's in there, y'all are all sitting in the other room, and all of a sudden everything in the other room vanishes again, including the doorway to Hatala.
Well,
She's lost
do
forever.
y'all Winky,
Yeah.
the door's there. We already know that. There's a filing cabinet there, and there's a closet there. Just remember that, okay?
Okay. Not stupid.
Hmm.
After your 10 minutes of thought and prayer, you notice that suddenly there's a sensation of coldness in the room you're in, and it's almost like there's a red light coming from the open doorway. And you see the three of them out there looking around, kind of like, huh?
Aw.
Is it just like the feeling of magic?
Yeah.
Okay. I would recognize that then.
But
And
you still see everything out there.
okay, I'll just head out, go out the door. I fully expect it to disappear as I go though.
Yeah. You step through air, and then suddenly you're in a room that has nothing in it again.
All right.
And there's not even a doorway.
Hey, red on it. This
All right, I'm with y'all.
cool, yep.
Thanks for waiting for me.
No problem.
All right. Do y'all want to stop here or head do something else? But y'all pretty much searched this entire facility.
I kind of want to go head back to the tree and find out what the wounds on my
We're
hand
not
is.
going back to the tree. We're not going back to the tree.
We're not
But
going
you
back to
Y'all
the
guys,
are staying
tree.
here until everyone's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to figure out where the
Do we
wounds on
want
my
to
hand
go and meet back up with where Core and Nadept are, or
Your best bet would be to go back to the portal room.
yeah, that's what I was
Let's go
like.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
there,
I
yeah.
think that would be good. Head back there and
That way we can
And then,
start
and
together.
the next session, they'll be there with us.
yeah, they
Because
can tell
they're
us what they did.
Yep.
Cool, yep.
Yeah,
Nita probably
sounds
killed
good.
an innocent bunny or something. You know.
All right. Y'all managed to make it back to the portal room, and it's basically around 3 o'clock. Y'all are hungry because y'all didn't stop for food because it was walking in the rain.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, and then we will stop here then.
All
Hey,
right.
did
All right.
anyone
Sounds good.
copy that
Anybody got
room?
anything else they want to do before we go?
What were you
I
asking,
Rabbit.
Winky? What were you asking, Winky?
I wanted to know if someone copied the room so we can make one of those sleeping ones.
Yeah.
He
We need to
did.
I
slap
copy.
it.
I copy the room
We
He
down.
did.
need to. We need to slap it on Core's PJs.
It was basically the same gist of his joking with it. Her joking.
All right. Well, if nobody's got anything else, say goodbye.
All right. Good night.
Bye. Good
Bye.
night, everyone.